Hi, and welcome back to the MobiChef Mukbang. I'm your host, Chester Smith, and today I got a special guest for you. Now, at first I thought this guy was just a DJ, but his name was actually literally, or literal in a sense, where when I found out about what else he does, it threw me and I just had to have him on the show. All right, so let me tell you a little bit about my guest here. Hey, this is DJ Waffles, man. He's a trendsetter and certified vibe curator. Not only did this guy spin soundtracks, but he has that little value to the culture's most unforgettable moments, right? So DJ Waffles, he's more than just music. He's a brand. He's an entrepreneur, and yes, a man with legendary waffles to his name. That's the part that got me, guys. Just tore me up. DJ Waffles actually makes waffles, all right? So from radio waves to restaurant plates, DJ Waffles has mastered the art of creating moments that hit, whether it's behind the booth or behind the griddle. And so today we're diving into his love for the food, for beats that move the city, and we just want to get to know more about his story and his journey. So DJ Waffles, welcome, man. What's
nice
going on?
to be here.
Hey, man, thanks for coming. Again, that surprise, I got to hit that off the bat, man. It's like, I knew DJ Waffles because we met in that sense, right? But then it was like somebody told me, and one of our friends said, hey, you know he cooks too, he makes waffles. I was like, stop the press. I said, DJ Waffles makes waffles. Dude, I swear to God, it blew me away. I said, man, I got to get him on the show. So welcome, man. We're shooting, guys, so you know we're at an undisclosed location. But leave in the comments where you think we are right now. I'll leave that to your imagination. But I want to get right into this, man. We saw the chef doing their thing.
Definitely.
The food looks great. So hey, Chef Lo, what are you spicing up for us today?
Well, today we have some pan-seared lamb chops, DJ Waffles' favorite. So I'm going to I have sauteed kale here with a red onion, and I use a lemon thyme oil. And then we're going to top that with some sour tart cherries, sun-dried sour tart cherries, yes. And then in the back I have some saffron rice. And for the lamb chops, I did a tropical chimichurri, if you would say. I use nectarines to play off the little tartness from the lamb chops. So we're going to baste these right now. And then we'll get ready to plate soon. As soon as we baste these, my butter melts. I got my fresh garlic, my organic thyme here. They pan-seared to perfection. So I'm very excited about the plate up. We're gonna shoot for a medium temperature for the pan-seared lamb chops. So after I baste, the aromas is amazing. Wish you was here to smell it. But you're not. So we can just get the visuals. So my butter is almost fully reduced. I think we're about ready to plate up. I'm gonna turn everything off, and then we'll get ready to plate. We're gonna try to make this as sexy as possible. Place my kale on top. We'll let that rice sit there for a minute so it can mold. I want it to fall down like the last plate. Okay, perfect. Just gonna do that garnish, yes. And we're gonna put cherries right there on top. Perfect. Still sexy. We still making it work. And pour it for. I like to do a green onion small garnish with all my plates. So we're gonna cut them like slanted, like long way for the aesthetic that I like to do. The best part is the topper, which is going to be the chimichurri sauce. I put a lot of love into that sauce. Like you can almost eat it like a dip. It's very dangerous. All right, look at that. So we're just gonna dollop that on each of the lamb chops, like so. Small parsley garnish. And I think we all ready to eat, don't you? Don't it look wonderful? Amazing. I'm so excited for DJ Waffles to try this. So for more deliciousness, do not forget to book Chef Lo at MobiChefOfficial.com.
Hey, thanks for that, Chef Lo. I'm just excited to really try this food. I can't wait. You told us some Thai chili up in this thing. You got the kale. I do like some kale. The rice, maybe not so much, but you know, we still gonna get into it because you made it for us. Appreciate it. But you want to dive right into this, man?
Yeah, if that's what you want to start with first.
Yeah, man. Let's rock it, man. I just want to get your initial reaction to this food.
Let's see.
I
go out to eat at certain places. I really wanted to do what you just did, but some is just telling me just be a little bit more less. Some of my friends say I'm a little bougie from time to time, but I've been eating at some nice places lately. So
you gotta get started a certain way.
Let's see how we do
process the food. Tell me what you're tasting, man. What you got? Give me an initial reaction on that. What's going through your mind right now?
This is good.
Yeah.
So I get the spice, and like I was talking to you about earlier, I was looking for the hint of sweet. So I taste it somewhere in there.
Right. It still has a little bit, right? I did taste that.
Yeah.
It doesn't come off like we mentioned spice. I don't think that spice shocked us as much as we anticipated.
And shout out to the chef for not making them well, because some people like lamb chops well, I don't.
Like, who does that?
Yeah.
Somebody told me, a chef, like, you might as well throw away your lamb chops.
Yeah, definitely.
If you make them pass anywhere past well, you might as well throw them away.
I like my meat medium. You get what I'm saying? Like I like my meat medium when I go to restaurants. Yeah. Even with steaks, that's how I have to have my.
It took me a while to get there, but I did enjoy. Once somebody said, "Hey man, your temp's off, man. No more well done steaks." That's because you're missing out on the flavor. You're missing out on the juices, things like that. So, lamb chops. When I learned about it, I was a little fearful because moms and family, they'll put that in your mind. You got it might have some issues in it or something wrong with it if it's blood there or something like that, or a little pink on the inside. But I like that.
I was just at a school last week called Westside Works, and they're at the they have a cooking program called Westside Works at the Atlanta Falcons Arena. Yeah. And I was just there the other day doing a demo with waffles. Okay. And one of the guys, he just didn't know what medium well was. So he was like, "Oh, my steak is too red, and stuff like that." And a lot of people just don't know how they should have the temperature cooked on their meats. So he was like, "Oh, I'm gonna take it home and I'm gonna cook it more." I'm like, "Bro, what's the sense of you even having it?" And then we got him to try it. So students, they change their palates once they learn how meat is supposed to be cooked.
Gotcha. Okay. So I know we got some spice here, but we got some amazing drinks as well, man. Morgan, the mixologist. What are you shaking up for us today?
Great question, Chester. So today for DJ Waffles, what's up, DJ Waffles? I'm going to be making the sunset. Yes, you heard it correctly, the tequila sunset, not the sunrise. And for everybody that's just now tuning in, what's up? I'm your girl, the mixologist here at the MobiChef Mukbang podcast. It is your girl, Morgan. Now, to do my drink, how I start, of course, we always have to start with the ice in the shaker. I'm gonna add my 2 ounces of tequila to my drink. I'll start there. I don't know, my liquor don't want to pour. Okay. By the way, that's imported tequila, you guys. Yeah, be looking out for that. Now with the Sunset, it's simple ingredients. It's the tequila, and you just add a little pineapple juice instead of orange juice. I like that because I'm not a big fan of orange juice with my tequila, but when you put a little pineapple juice with it, delicious. Next, in preparation, I want to have some ice in my glass, and I'll coat the bottom of my glass with a little grenadine. And there we have it, like that, like that. Shake it up, baby, now shake it up, baby. Twist and shout. You know, shake up our little drink there, real good. And we're gonna filter the drink through the ice because we don't wanna add too much extra ice to our drink. And a slow pour. Ooh, that's nice. Slow pour gets us our beautiful layered sunset drink with the grenadine layer on bottom and the liquor and juice floating at the top. I then garnish it with an orange, make it look even better, put a little lime in there. You're not gonna know what hit them. That's a really good refreshing drink, guys. Next, for Chester, of course, because that's our whiskey drinker. My next drink that I'm gonna mix up for Mr. Chester will be the Chi-Town Sour. Yeah, you heard that correct. Now, you know, I know everybody's used to the traditional whiskey sour. That's nice or whatever, but I wanna try something different, and I've named it the Chi-Town Sour. So, in preparation for that drink, of course, again, after I've cleared my shakers, not to intertwine the liquors, I want to coat the fill it with my ice. I'm gonna add my 2 ounces of whiskey with this one, and yeah, I do a free pour because I know the count. Once we add the whiskey, we take some sour, good amount there. Fresh squeezed lemons, gonna add that in there. Yeah, this is gonna be a nice drink. Some fresh lemon juice. All right. Have to add a little simple syrup because this one could get a little sour, of course, and we don't want it too sour. So you add about a 1/2 tablespoon of the simple syrup. Okay, and this is also a drink to be shaken, not stirred. This one we're gonna shake it like a salt sugar. All right. Once we got that all nice and shook up, getting ready to pour, we'll add some ice to our drink. Not too much to dilute it, but just enough. We're going to then pour our drink, slow pour. And now with this one, we leave a little room at the top because it's another unexpected ingredient that no one knew about. And that is a nice sweet wine, if you have that. And we pour it over the back of a spoon, like so. Gentle pour. And so, it kind of floats and intertwines with our drink. Now this one here is new, so I'm pretty sure Chester gonna enjoy it because y'all know he loves his whiskey, of course. You garnish this one with the lemon. And now we're ready. May you gentlemen enjoy.
Morgan, we appreciate that. You know how I like my drinks, and I'm glad you made what you made for DJ Waffles. But I want to try those, man. I'm a little parched. I want to get your reaction on those right there.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna taste it with the lamb chop.
Yeah. Okay, get that. I like that. Hold on, I need to get with you then. Hold on. Let me get me a little bite here. That's the setup. Cheers, my brother.
Cheers.
Oh,
What's the name of this drink?
that's what you're about to do, my brother. You're about to name it. Tell me what you're tasting in there.
This is right to the point.
Yeah, okay.
Literally.
I know I taste mine. I had mine with a little whiskey and tequila in it. It's good, man.
Yeah, I can taste the tequila in there for sure.
So, what would you name this drink? This is your drink.
A sticky situation.
Sticky situation.
Yeah.
There you have it, folks. Sticky situation.
Yeah.
All
You're
right.
gonna get in trouble drinking that.
Yeah. I get that.
Yeah.
All right, so I got an icebreaker question. I know we talked a little bit about how we like our meat. Pause.
Okay.
But
Go ahead, I'm listening. I'm here.
But I gotta ask, man. This is something like that has divided the South.
Okay.
Are you ready?
All right, shoot it.
All right. Do you prefer sugar or salt on your grits?
Sugar.
I knew it. Get
Sugar.
out. Show's over.
That's how my
Show's over.
that's how my mom raised me. Like, what
Oh
are you
my
talking
God.
about? Like,
So you gotta
sugar.
walk me through that. What in God's green earth made you think that
bro,
sugar is
it
good on grits?
feels like you judging my mom, so you might just
I'm not
create an
judging
issue at
moms.
this
Moms,
point.
no issues.
Like,
I'm a drink to moms, as a matter of fact, right?
a sticky situation. It's gonna get all big
This is
bad
a
at
sticky
this.
situation. So this
No.
is how we going.
You gotta think about it, right?
Uh huh.
Why would you want salt inside grits when it's already made with salt? You get the
I get
butter. I get cheese. Cheese is cool, but sugar makes it better. It kind of makes it come off as like oatmeal, like farina. And my mom used to make it all the time, and she would put sugar and butter in it, and then I would just add like a little bit of milk into it to make it creamy. And what? What are you talking about?
You're not from the South.
What do you mean?
You're not from the
My
South.
mom, listen, my mom was a chef. She did this for a living.
Okay.
Like,
And they
Yes.
should take her chef license away. No.
are you serious? You're going to hell. You're going to hell in a handbag, bro. Like,
No, I'm kidding, man.
the
I'm
chef
kidding.
gods will be mad at you
They-
because
I grew up South Florida and
Right.
South Georgia, right? Family, that's all the way. All I've had was just
Right.
salt in it. It's probably why some people might be a little unhealthy. But I can never get it. Cream of wheat, I can see sugar in there. Oatmeal.
just think the
Throw
same
sugar in
thing.
there.
That's
It's tough
the
because
way
I
that
had
you
grits.
make cream of wheat if you ain't have the money
So
to
if
buy
you have
it.
fish and grits or shrimp and grits, are you putting sugar in that too?
No, because you're gonna put the Creole seasoning in it, and that's the shrimp taste. That's the base for that.
So
Now, if I'm eating grits by itself, that's
Yeah.
how I'm eating grits with sugar in it.
I don't see it, but
Have you ever
every man-
tried it?
I have, and that's why I just don't see it. Because I'm like, why put sugar in something so savory? I like savory foods though.
So, and I told
That's
you
the
I like
part.
sweet and
Yeah,
savory.
that's so it's, I get it.
Yeah.
So we
So
agree
you
to
can't
disagree
judge
on
my
it.
mom
I'm
about
not,
stuff
I'm
like
not
that.
judging.
Like,
I love
you
and
did
mom,
you did
it's
it
respect.
already.
I did.
You did
I
it
said,
already.
I said they should.
You
pull
already
her license.
crossed the line. You already habitual line stepped at this point.
I done did it.
Yes.
I'm Rubicon. I gotta drink again.
Our audience even likes.
Sugar and grits. You think
Yes.
so?
What?
No way.
They was raising
No way.
their hands.
No way. Hey, comment
Scott.
below if you think
Oh
that
my God, this
you know what I'm
guy's
saying.
crazy.
Let us know what you like. Do you like your sugar?
This is already-
on your
this is
grits, or
already
do
a
you
problem
like
on the show.
Salt on your grits. Hey, this is an age-old question, man. But I've seen where people would throw sugar and then throw pepper on it. Like, do you do that?
No, that's backwards. You're defeating the purpose.
That's what I'm saying.
It's
So
just sugar.
just sugar and
Sugar
butter.
and butter. Maybe if I made it for you and you tasted it, then it might be
Yeah.
something different. Because
So-
right now you're super biased at this point.
I might be because I was raised on it just like you were. You know what I'm saying? I'll defend mom and granddad and everybody to the T and tooth and nail.
We
fight
need
tooth
to
and
do
nail,
a
like-
poll on that, and
I
I
think
think
we do need to
everybody's
do a poll on
gonna
that.
everybody's gonna
Yeah.
ride with me for sure.
We'll see. We'll see.
I think so. I think the world wants sugar.
It's the sugar and grits dilemma. Hey, we ask this every show. We want to find out what our viewers and listeners think, but we also want to know what our guest thinks. And now you see one of our guests finally said they like sugar on grits. And I knew that was going to be his answer. Not because I asked, I just felt like he was going to be a guy that said, I like sugar on my grits.
So let me ask you a question.
Yes, sir.
Do you like waffles or pancakes?
I like both.
Well, see, at least with my waffle mix, it doubles as pancake mix as well. So you can get the both.
So
the
it's
best
still,
of both
get the
worlds.
same flavor. And
Yeah. See,
things
that's
like
how
that.
that's how
I
I
get it.
made
I get
it
it.
good for both
I get it.
people.
You
You
can't
didn't
miss.
make it.
You
You
can't
didn't make
miss.
it good for both people.
Yeah, you can't miss.
You just became biased.
I get it.
But I'm gonna leave that there.
Listen, man, look, at some point, DJ Waffles is not only a DJ, obviously you know that he's a chef as well, guys. So we're happy to have him on both sides of the fence. So definitely I can't wait to try that. I'm gonna hold you to it, bro.
Definitely.
All right.
Got you.
Okay, cool. So we done named that drink already, right?
Yep.
We call this a sticky situation.
Definitely.
So we're gonna get into some questions I gotta ask you. And these are more on the lines of like food and flavor, all right?
Mm-hmm.
So again, we gotta talk about the waffles. We'll stay there, right?
Okay.
How did you get the name DJ Waffles?
So I was working for Deborah Anthony, which is the mom of Waka Flocka. She had a radio station.
Okay, I've heard about Miss
And,
Deb.
Right, and I was on a morning show called the Rise and Grind Morning Show. Okay. And I was just an engineer. Mm-hmm. So they used to always be like, "Yo, the guy Terrence in the back, he has the music." Because at that time when we were doing radio, we were the first people that you could see and hear radio at the same time. So when they used to hear the guests or they used to hear the on-air talent saying Terrence got the music, everybody would call in and be like, "He has the music. We want him to play the music." Yeah. So they started a morning show and they wanted me to be a part. Mm-hmm. So I had to come up with a name. So I was like, "Oh yeah, just call me Waffles because I don't do anything anyway." And it's breakfast. It's a Rise and Grind Morning Show. Right. Just call me Waffles. Next thing you know, maybe 3 or 4 months after, my homeboy was at my house for New Year's, and we were drinking, and he was like, "Hey, why don't you become a DJ?" And you know, drinking New Year's, I'm like, "Oh yeah, let's do it. I'm become a DJ."
Empty promises.
And then then next thing you know, I became a DJ, and the shit just took off from there.
Well,
literally,
I'll be down.
Literally.
Okay, that's cool, man. I get that. So now, what's your signature waffle style, and what inspired it?
Usually my waffles, they come to me like at nighttime. Like literally, I know that I got mix in the house. And I'm just trying to figure it out. So my favorite one so far has been salmon and cream cheese on the inside with dragon fruit syrup on top.
Now that's tough because I love a smoked salmon omelet and cream cheese omelet.
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
So you just imagine the salmon on the inside with cream cheese.
Dude, I just tasted it. And you know what I'm saying? Like just mentally.
And the
just
dragon fruit syrup is sweet. So it just kind of adds that sweet and savory taste that I like.
So, okay, so now we got to set up a brunch. You got to do sugar and grits. Taste only.
I think you trying to be mean at the same time. The way you say that, because I'm looking in your eyes.
We're going to try the sugar and grits.
The way you said it is like.
We're going to try the sugar and grits. I'll give it a shot. With the butter, though. Got to be with the butter. I can't just do no sugar and grits. It just ain't it don't make sense. You know how some things just don't click in your head? Okay. That don't make sense. And
you just pour it your own will. Like,
but I'll try it. I'll try it. Just, you know, you might have to pour the sugar, but you know what I'm saying? Because I might not, my hand might not do it. It might start shaking.
All right, cool. Sounds like a plan.
So what's your ideal DJ Waffles meal collab? Like what artist and what dish are on the same track for you?
Yo, you know what's so crazy? It's probably gonna be weird to anybody who's watching. So
like sugar and grits.
I had
to figure out. I'm sorry, I couldn't help.
I'm gonna let you live for
I appreciate that. Thank you for sparing my life.
All right.
And my children's children.
This guy.
Thank you so much.
All right. So I've been listening to Trinidad James' new song, Biggest Hater. And I feel like I need to sit down and I need to talk to him and we need to do food together because his style is like so crazy. Mm-hmm. And what he's doing right now with music, I understand like All Gold, everything went and did what it's supposed to do, but this song that he has right now, like I'm a beat person.
Gotcha.
So even while I was sitting here waiting for you to get everything together, I probably listened to that song like 10 times back to back.
That's what you're vibing to in the
right, because I just like the beat, I like the melody, I like where he's going, I like how centric he is when it comes to colors and delivering to people. Gotcha. So I would definitely do a collab with him. I don't even know what waffle I would make, but it would be something that would have to be very vibrant and a lot of colors when it comes to like the plate.
So I'll be honest with you, is Trinidad James the gold all in my watch?
Yeah,
that's him.
Yeah,
make a gold waffle, man. Get a golden waffle, man.
That might make sense. I've done that before. Yeah. Like kind of sprayed them with like gold before. I just feel like if you listen to the song,
it wouldn't match.
Yeah, like this song is really big, and I'm giving him promotion. The song is really good, and I know that I could get in the kitchen and I could probably put something together to that.
While listening to that song.
Yeah, for sure.
I get that
for sure.
Oh man, that's pretty cool, man. So do you ever curate like playlists based on how food makes you feel? Like at a brunch, you know what I'm saying, mixed late night craving type thing? Yeah.
So I just did an event called Hip Hop and Paint Drops with kids.
Okay.
So
I
basically,
saw that reel.
So basically, what the kids do, they get to come and they get to paint. I get a celebrity painter. He comes, he does like a paint and sip for kids, but they don't sip. They eat waffles. And what they do is I get them to pass the aux cord around, and I get to learn the music that they're listening to, and then I create a playlist and put a QR code and give it to the kids at the end of it with gifts and food and stuff like that.
So what are the kids listening to? I'm curious, like what are the young, what age group
So,
is this first?
so I was in Lithonia, so
Okay.
they were talking about the artists that's from their area, like Tracy T and like some of the new artists that's coming out in their area. And one thing that I respect about the kids, they're listening to kids in their neighborhood.
I think that's
As much as we listen to the stuff on the radio, they're listening to kids that's right around the corner, 2 blocks down. And I'm like, why are you supporting him? Because he's from my neighborhood.
From the neighborhood.
So that's a good thing that's happening with music right now. So, yeah.
I think music, believe it or not, when I was a kid, I listened to like the Luthers and the Whitneys and the Barry Whites, you know, those unforgettable voices, those voices where as soon as you hear it, the first note or two, you're already knowing, you can identify who it is. And as a kid, I always sat and thought about like, what about when I get older? What is the music industry and what is it gonna look like? Because if these guys are the stars, how many more stars are gonna be created? Are there voices like Whitney's out there? Are there voices like Luther? Are there, you know, rhymes like Tupac and Biggie and things like that? And you're like, will there ever be another? And now it's just saturated full of like people. So you can get music everywhere. And now music has now, like, I guess it's just kind of divested or diverse, whatever you want to call it, whatever that word is. It has disseminated into just being localized into your neighborhood. Like, okay, this person's in my neighborhood, I know them. Do you think music will, from your perspective, music will be a global thing again, or is it just kind of...
I think it's one of those things where you have to know how to search.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying? Because everything could become so trendy from off of TikTok and off of these different platforms.
Gotcha.
Like sometimes me as a DJ, I might look on the biggest TikToks for the next record that's coming out.
I get that, like almost an A&R type of thing that you know.
Sometimes you have to do that to see what everybody's listening to. So it's prom season right now. I got teachers sending me lists that I want it to be curated by all the kids.
Gotcha.
So at the same time, I get the music and I'm doing my census, so I know what's going on out there.
It sounds like you got them doing the work for you. Is that what that is? Like
It's part of the process.
Your process for what you're delivering to them. I get that.
Because
it's
like
pretty cool.
Because just imagine if you book me for a chef event and you be like, Waffles, I just want you to play R&B. You got to give me a skeleton to go with so I can build.
What type of R&B?
Right.
And
So the kids give me my skeleton and then I go put the meat on it. So when I come there, nobody's asking me for requests. I know how to kill the party instead of, hey, what you want me to do? You know what I'm saying?
Set up for success.
Yeah.
Man.
I just say it's the search tools. I say
set
like
you up for success. I like that.
You go to Spotify, check out what's new. Like everybody, I swear everybody in this room probably right now is listening to somebody that you've never heard before, but they just like the vibe because Spotify has pushed around the algorithms to show who's next or what's going on. So it's kind of hard, but you can find it if you're really looking.
Well, yeah, I'm a music guy, but I think I'm just one of those. I won't say I'm stuck in my ways. Like if I hear a beat and music moves us in that way, and you know that obviously as a DJ and seeing it, how music moves people.
Yeah.
I hope to see one day music in education, so to speak, as people learning music. Like we learned the ABC song. You know, you can recite that right now. Right. But we learned that back when we were very very little. Right. But music has it touches people. It hits you almost like being in church. Definitely. And you got the pastor talking to you. It's a direct connection to whatever spiritual realm is out there in that way, right? So I want to pivot a little bit. I want to talk about sports, man.
Okay, shoot it.
You're wearing a Marlins hat. Marlins is my favorite baseball team. Me being from Miami, I love that. I thought you were a Marlins guy, but you went the exact opposite. You jumped to the north on me.
Yeah, it's just a part of the ensemble.
Yeah,
That's it.
I get it. Yeah,
I'm a Yankees fan.
You put it together. You know what I'm saying? All right, so let me ask you now. All right, so you've had relationships with athletes and entertainers. How does the energy compare between like a locker room and a DJ booth? What do you think about that?
I don't think it really changes because music is what motivates the locker room. Like if it ain't the talks, like you got DJs that go into locker rooms and DJ now. You get what I'm saying? I just can't remember my guy from he's in Texas, but he DJs for Colorado. getting people where they need to be, like Meek Mill for Philly.
Oh my God!
You get what I'm saying?
I was about to reference that because that song I started because I heard it in their locker room that time when they won Super Bowl. I started playing it. I memorized the words, man. I can go, man. Listen, bar for bar right now with Meek Mill. I don't know about the other situation, but you know I'm talking about the Meek Mill, the rapper.
Bless his heart.
Yeah, bless his heart. That's all we can go say on that. So if you had to pick, courtside at the Hawks game or center stage at a sold out show, which feeds your soul more?
If I'm doing center stage and I'm DJing.
Okay, yeah.
I'm gonna center
obviously
stage.
right.
Courtside at a Hawks game.
So, okay, let's switch it up. Are you a Knicks guy? So courtside at the Knicks next to Spike Lee, or doing your own spot?
Do my own spot.
I guess, I can't.
Yeah, like Spike
Lee.
What are we gonna do? If I'm
get
trying to be an
paid,
actor, I might just sit next to Spike.
Right.
I'm not trying to be an actor.
You don't have nothing.
I'm living this in real life
value.
at this point.
Right.
Yeah.
I can watch Knicks on TV.
Yeah.
I get it. Okay.
Knicks in 5.
I can't knock that.
Yes.
Is it were they?
Yeah. We
that.
ready. We ready to go. Yeah.
I see that. Okay.
That'd be us.
So, what lessons from sports do you apply to your life as a DJ and entrepreneur?
So growing up playing basketball, I was always a point guard, so I was always lead.
Okay.
I just feel like I know how to distribute to people, so that was always my role. I might not be the guy to score, but I know how to put you in position. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I get people on my team that works with me, if they understand my role and you know how to score, trust me, I'm sure I can lead. So that's how it works for me in business.
Okay. I like that in business. So again, another pivot. Let's talk entrepreneurship and your legacy.
Definitely.
All right. So what's one early struggle in your entrepreneurial journey that taught you something that you still live by?
I had to learn my value. That was tough.
We were talking about
that was tough for me because I always wanted to do so many things to make people happy. And that's a problem. You get what I'm saying? Like it could be a gift, it could be a curse when you want to make everybody happy because you'll start taking shorts, you want to do stuff for free. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it put me in a lot of positions where I was almost about to lose.
Yeah.
And then when I had to realize like, oh, you're this person, like people really understand who you are. Like I got Waffles weekend, like I got my own weekend in the city that I'm not from.
Ain't that something?
You get what I'm saying? Like to be blessed with that, it's like, yo, you're doing something right.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So once I understood that value and I was able to accomplish those tasks, I'm like, yo, you really got to understand your value and not just treat yourself like you're random. Like, oh yeah, just a random guy. Nah, like people really respect what you got going on. So treat business, treat people that way so that they do respect you on those higher levels once you get there.
Understood. I get that. Cool beans, man. So, was there ever a time where you thought about like just straight up giving up on DJing or, being in the waffle game and on the catering or chef side? Was there ever a time where you just thought about giving up?
I have this thing that I say to myself. If I ever tell myself that I give up, it sets me back 6 years. Because you're speaking it into existence. Okay. So once existence get a hold on it, it's gonna push you back. So I never wanted to give up because this is what I'm here to do. From 2013 to 2025, I DJ'd and paid my bills.
Gotcha.
Nothing else. Never had a 9 to 5, never clocked in, none of that. It was DJing from 2013 to 2025. Wow. That means I'm meant to do this. I'm not just out here just trying to finesse.
Consistency.
Exactly.
Ah, man, listen. So I was just about to ask you, how do you balance being creative with, and consistent in business?
You got to get the right people around you.
Yeah.
Because I'm a creative, so I need the people that bring in structure sometimes. You get what I'm saying? I need that assistant that's going to make sure that my schedule is on point because me, I like to be the thinker. Like, let me put the music together. Let me curate the wedding. Let me curate the event. Let me get the people to come, and you guys can handle the logistics. I'm going to oversee the logistics, but at the same time, if I got a solid team, we're always going to win.
Man,
because I'm going to work when they...
Work.
Yeah. I'm gonna work. As soon as you turn the lights on, I'm ready to work.
Gotcha.
Now, if you guys can handle the back end of this, I'm gonna make sure that we get to the money. Like, that has to happen.
I like that.
That's the 50-50 partnership. You do logistics, let me be creative, and we're gonna get to the money.
But that's the value add, right? Your value add is being the creative. So you just get people to do and fill in for what you cannot do, or what you don't want to do.
Some people are afraid to do that though.
Yeah.
Because you give people...
You're talking about like delegate?
Yeah, you give people the power.
Yeah.
And some people, in this industry that we are in, you give them the power, they take advantage of the power. they can cripple you at the same time too.
get that.
So you just gotta be careful when it comes to picking teams, because some people are there just for a short term, like how we was talking earlier.
Yeah, the WFM radio.
They just here for a short term, and then they're gonna go. You're not really gonna find people that's gonna stay down for the cause to the end and gonna be like, oh shit, this is what we did.
Right.
Some people just gotta go, so you gotta know how to pick them.
So, and that's the other part is, finding those other yous. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to find another you without a carbon copy.
Right.
But those that are, even if, like we mentioned, the WFM radio, what's in it for me, if you don't know what that is? Not you, the people and listeners out there, right?
Right.
And the viewers and listeners. But, everybody plays that radio station. We all want to know, hey, if I do this, what am I going to get out of it? And it's good that it's okay if somebody's in your business or on your team for a short while. Right. But, and they may have an ulterior motive, but if they're there just to pull from you and give you nothing, add no value, then that's not the team member that you're looking for.
Not at all.
And eventually that shows, and you're able to make adjustments from that. And hopefully it's not too late. Right. Because some people are good at what they do in that regard. Yep. So,
definitely.
What advice would you give someone trying to, turn a creative hustle into like a real brand? Because you've obviously done that 2 times over.
Consistency is key. Like, you really have to be consistent at what it is that you want. When they say that phrase, like, is no days off, that means it's really like no days off. You really got to put your 10,000 hours in. Yeah. Everybody just wants to, social media has been like the downfall to a lot of people. A lot of people see stuff on social media and be like, I can do it. Yeah. So many of my friends want to become a DJ right now, and I'm like, yo, do you understand like what it takes to be a DJ? Yeah. Like, not a DJ in a 9-to-5er. Right. I'm talking about, I just DJ. Yep. So when I tell them, like, hey, you got to do this, you got to download music, you got to have relationships, this, that, and third, they buy in, but they don't really want to ride the whole train out. They looking for the shortcuts. And in this game...
Microwave results.
Yeah. In business, period, is no shortcuts, bro. Right. Especially if you really want it and you really trying to make a brand, there's no shortcuts.
No, I'm a testament to that, right? When you're saying there's no shortcuts, because I was the guy that figured, hey, there is a shortcut. I just gotta find it, right? And that's just the way you want to try to, maneuver and look for that kind of a play. But all in all, when I came down to the reality of it, it was the big C for me, which was the word consistency, and you used that. And that was something that hurt me in sales. I was always looking for a way to get around to making more sales, finding a way to, hey, maybe I could tweak this, sales process, or maybe I could tweak this, this sale that I'm about to do instead of bundling certain things. It was just certain things when I worked in telecom that I just found I want to try to find a different way. I want to find a shortcut. And I realized as I kept failing and have failed my way into success, now I know what that feels like. I know what it means to fail. I know that I don't want to find that shortcut. And a lot of people do look for that hey, I'm going to get there. I'm going to make it, whatever. And then that's why a lot of people start what they call get-rich-quick schemes.
There's a lot of them out there.
Yeah, and of course it sells a dream. And it does have some things. There's some things that in programs like that you learn some things, but it never is meant to make you successful unless you're the one that understands that you got to put in the work. As you said, 10,000 hours, you just it's time bound. Right. I won't call it time bound, but certain things to be successful in, it has to be time bound. I understand. But you do have to put in that work. You do have to be consistent with that work. Yeah. That's something that I'm going through now in my journey, is learning more consistency with content creating, more consistency with, just overall business efforts, whether it's talking to chefs, and adding and expanding the mission and the journey of MobiChef, that which is MobiChef, the company, the booking platform, right? So I want to get into this one thing, man. This is a question that, it might make some people mad. We got a little
That's fine. That's what we're here for.
But I want you to, when you answer this question right here, I need you to look into the souls of our business, our viewers and our listeners, which is viewers and listeners. If you didn't know, I just created that word, and I want you to answer this question, right? But I need you to be real with it, all right? So over here at my camera to my left here. Okay. What's one artist you think is overhyped right now and why? Call them out.
One artist that's overhyped right now. This is a sticky situation.
So I think you need a drink to that. To handle your sticky situation.
I don't. That's tough.
It's okay to take a different approach now.
I think there's a lot of hype behind Boss Man D-Lo.
Okay.
But I feel like he knows his lane, and it's like that pocket, he's in there.
Okay.
When I listen to the music, yeah, it's good. I went to a concert. Matter of fact, I went to a Spotify concert, and he was performing.
Yeah.
Right? So I feel like what everybody was buying into the first song, I feel like it's repeating itself with different ways, adding little people there for remixes or whatever.
Right.
So, but it's changed, because you got to think about it. He probably came out maybe like a year or two ago or whatever.
Gotcha.
So it's like social media. You get that instant gratification, it pops, and then it kind of
And it
like
goes down, like one hit wonder almost.
So I wouldn't say he was overhyped. I just say that a lot of people liked it, but it just kind of plateaued at this point. Like, it's just kind of riding.
I get that. It happens with a lot of artists. They're just looking for that quick lick, you know, where, hey, let me just put something out and I get all these streams on it.
Yeah.
And, you know, I don't have to put an album out on it. We used to call it a one-hit wonder, but now that's kind of a thing. That's a wave. And then you can pick up and go do shows off of that and get paid off of that. And I guess that's a blueprint to getting the bag. You know, I don't know. But I want to talk about, you know, we talked about your successes as an entrepreneur, as a DJ and a chef, man. A DJ Waffles that makes waffles. Y'all just don't understand. How my mind went. I swear to God, I didn't know. I had to hit this man up and say, hey, dude, I did not know
That was
you actually made
that was
waffles.
crazy. Yo, you know, I got a funny story for you, right? So last year for Waffles Weekend, I went to this school in Lithonia, like a gym. So I'm pitching myself for Waffles Weekend to use their gym.
Right.
So I'm like, yeah, it's gonna be Waffles Weekend, DJ Waffles, XYZ. We want to book out the gym or whatever, stuff like that. So when I called the guy and I'm telling him, he was like, I can't wait to meet this DJ Waffles guy. I'm like, bro, I am DJ Waffles. Like, what are you talking about? And he was like, are you serious? And he was like, yo, to this day, now when we talk on the phone, because we became good friends.
Right.
And he was like, am I talking to Terrence or am I talking to DJ Waffles? I need to know the person who I'm talking to.
So you have the alter egos there?
Yeah, he just,
What?
yeah, it was funny. It was funny. It was so funny to me. I'm talking about, I went up there and talked to this man like 3 times about this gym, and he had no clue that I was DJ Waffles. And I was like, he was like, I can't wait till I meet this guy. And I'm like,
think you would have mean
I'm like, I am this guy. Like, I am DJ Waffles when he called me on the phone.
So what is his reaction when
he was blown. He started laughing. He laughed hysterically. He was like, no way, you are the person. I'm like, yes, I am him. I was just trying to tell you about Waffles Weekend. So yeah,
I get what you're saying. So you were almost as if you were speaking in third person.
Yeah, he thought
about somebody else.
Exactly.
Learn something new every day.
Definitely.
So now let me ask you something. So again, with the successes and the things that you had, we talked about consistency in your journey. You know, we talked about your double-sided brand as a chef. A DJ that makes waffles, man. What's one habit that keeps you grounded in your fast-paced industry?
Keeps me grounded. The relationships that I have with people.
Okay.
Because you can't let everybody into what it is that you got going on. Like, I'm very, very, very secretive. Like, I don't really try to let too many people in my circle because I like to keep an eye on who really cares about me.
I get you.
You get what I'm saying?
Almost like a spider in their web.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Like Ghost from Power. Like, I'm a little bit like that, but without the dangerous stuff.
Compartmentalized.
Like, not the crazy stuff.
Right, all the other
like
stuff.
Killer, Tariq and all that stuff. That's not me. No.
You wouldn't say it on
No,
camera? would you?
yeah. Why would? Yeah, we're not gonna be on the get indictment hotline. No.
Right.
But yeah, like I
Quick
like to
Rico.
keep. I like to keep the people that I love close because I don't have my parents. Like my dad and my mom is no longer here, so I leave my eye
You did
on.
that to me, man.
Oh yeah, don't worry about it. That's why I said you're gonna go to hell in a handbag. It's fine.
Oh,
don't worry
Lord.
about it. She'll be waiting for you. Don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about it.
No, she's not in hell though, right?
No. Listen, she gonna be telling him about you.
She gonna tell. Oh,
yeah, when he
Lord.
pull up, we got something for him. Don't worry about it. But yeah,
Tell her have
yeah.
a plate for me.
No. It's gonna be too hot down there.
You gotta set it up for me. Please. I don't
It's
want
gonna be too hot down
crispy,
there.
dog.
No, yeah. That's what your food gonna be.
No, I need to tell her. I'll do the sugar. I'll do the
Don't worry
grits and
about
sugar
it.
and grits.
It's
man.
okay.
I'll do it.
It's okay. Don't even worry about it.
All right.
Don't even worry about it. But yeah, yeah. I just try to keep the people that I love like close to me and keep real relationships with them. So that kind of keeps me grounded for sure, because those are the people that could tell me, hey, you did something wrong. Not everybody can do that. Like call me and be like, yo, my nigga, that was foul. You shouldn't have did that. That was a bad episode, or you treated that person wrong. Not too many people can call me and tell me that.
And check you. Like,
the people that can do those are the people that keep me grounded. So the relationships.
Respect on that. It's a great thing or a good thing when you know you have those people around you.
Yeah. I got friends around me that just be telling me, like, talking to me crazy.
Yeah,
as much as you think I'm the cool guy,
yeah,
the way they talk to me, you be like, damn, you told him that, and I'll be like, all right, bro, I respect it. I'm gonna go ahead and chill. I ain't gonna do that again.
You sound like me in that sense, man. Like when I was growing up in high school, I had a group of friends that I used to say things like, it might be, I don't even know how outlandish it is, but I'm speaking from my mind and my thoughts, where I was vibrating at. Okay. And they'd stop, and their mouths would drop, and they look at me like, you know what you just said? Did you hear yourself? I'm like, nah, what did I just say? I'm just talking. And it's like, you might have said something maybe derogatory or something crazy, and they're like, did you just say? I'm like, yeah, what's the problem with it? I didn't see a problem with it, but I understood at that moment that it was just me speaking my mind truly. And, you know, it was a good thing to have friends. They didn't have to check me on it. They just were like, how do you do that? How can you do it? And I'll smile at you, but I might be cursing you all the way out. But I'm smiling at you. And it's like, a smile is a disarming thing. But you're also getting cursed out with a smile. How can you defend against that?
So some people need that.
I understood.
Like somebody that could be transparent and could be honest.
Right.
And so with my friends that call me a friend, that's what they get from me.
I got you.
Like, I'm gonna give you full transparency and be like, hey, this is just what it is.
Gotcha.
You get what I'm saying? Yeah. Everybody doesn't get that conversation from me, because if I'm gonna pour into you, I know that you're a real friend. Other people that just call me and just be wanting to talk, I don't got time to talk.
We ain't got time for that.
It's not even enough time in the day to talk.
Right.
So my real friends, I'm gonna talk, and I'm gonna take my time, and I'm gonna pour into them, because they're gonna do the same thing to me.
You have to.
Anytime.
I understand that. I have a group of guys, again, I pledge with these guys, and we talk trash. They can call me whenever, however they want to. Like,
did they pledge to the grits?
Huh?
Did they pledge to the grits?
Nah, not the grits, man. They probably pledged to the salt grits. Yeah. Not those grits. Shout out to the Newts.
Yeah, you don't.
Yeah, we going there, man.
I was just saying.
You know,
you give that energy. So now, y'all need to come out to okay, all right, we're there now. We're there.
It's cool.
Yeah.
Like, we noticed something not right. So it's always good to have those kinds of people there with you, man. So
definitely.
Now, just another question, like, that you just need to talk to the people on. If you can have a sit down and have waffles with any person, dead or alive, who would it be, and what would you talk about? Damn. I hope they living, because you look like.
Oh my God.
Who would it be, bro?
All right, let me just take this back. All right, who would I sit with?
Yep, and have waffles with.
Probably 50 Cent.
50?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why so? Why 50?
I just feel like,
I mean, outside the mogul. I mean,
first of all, we're the same sign, so I see how he reacts and how he treats people. But I think he's a shrewd businessman. Like, he knows how. See, as a Cancer, you know how to pick the teams.
Gotcha.
That's why he's escalating the way he is at right now. Even one of our camera guys that used to work with us, he knows how to pick the right players to move. You get what I'm saying? Like, just an idea, and you can just create all these movies, because he know how to pick the team. He don't know how to film, but he knows how to pick the right people because of his heart. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? You find those right people, you win. And I would just want to pick his brain on, like, the business, the people, why he always attack people when it seems like he's attacking, but us as Cancers is like, you did something to me, and now I'm gonna get you.
Oh, on that side, I get what you're saying. I've seen some back end stuff. There's an artist. He's also an actor that played in Power, Rotimi. Okay. Or Rotimi. I'm not quite Rotimi or Rotimi. Either way, I didn't want to mispronounce his name, because I hope to have him on the show one day. Okay. But he talked about how 50, he had a song that was out, and how 50 told him in the background that, hey, I'm going to talk about you owing me money, and, you know, about this song, how you're going to create a song and it's not hot or something like that. But it's all going to be to create an environment around that song to where people are like, I got to hear this song for myself. And the guy ends up, you know, selling records on that thing. and the money that he actually owed 50 was he was able to make the money to sell it.
You're a
I thought that was
businessman.
pretty dope.
Like, yeah, you come up with the tactics, and I feel like social media is a tactic for him. Like, I'll get you. Like, I'll make you hot, but I'll make money at the same time. It's just like with Little Meats, not to go too far into what they got going on.
Right.
But at the same time,
We're
it's
talking
like
about beefs.
I could make a spectacle of you, but at the same time, it's gonna boost my ratings because I know what I'm doing.
Right.
So that's why I look at it and I'm like, oh, that was smart.
Yeah.
I don't ever look at it as the beef. I'm like, what's the business behind this?
So do you think that's a real beef, or is it just something like they're all making business?
He's a
moves on
cancer,
that?
so he might have been a little emotional about it, but at the same time, it's business. So
That's it.
that's gonna fizzle. I'm still gonna be getting paid. So
Right.
what does it really matter?
I get that. Okay. So just a last lingering thought
Mm-hmm.
with these folks and the listeners and viewers out there. What do you want to leave them with?
Go to www.djwafflesmix.com and purchase the waffle mix. If you want to book me, hit the link in my bio. Is that cool enough?
That's cool.
Nah, but I
want you
just
to
being
tell them how
realistic.
to find you.
All right. You can find me on social media platforms at DJ_Waffles. But at the end of the day, if you're an entrepreneur out there, like, just be consistent at what it is that you're trying to do. Don't do it for a fad. Don't do it for instant gratification. Do it because you really want to win. Don't waste your time because other people's time is valuable as well.
That's true. We don't like wasting time.
Not at all.
I mean, at MobiChef, when we do our thing, it's always an event. It's never just business. It is in there, but it's a lot more of, hey, we're gonna enjoy you, add some value to your stomach, as well as to your life. Get you laughing, pour up some drinks so you can have that too. Enjoy yourself, almost a vibe. So that when you leave that set or that place for the day, you don't even feel like you just worked. You just were
Nice.
there and you hung out. And then we say there's no shoot like a MobiChef shoot. And I'm just excited about that. So they can find you on Instagram, anything like that. And we talked about a collaboration now. We talked about offering a package because you are the dual-sided, brand. You're a DJ that makes waffles, and you can do other things, of course.
Mm-hmm.
But man, I want to one day put together a package. I want to see how it's going to look and what it'll cost these people out here, the viewers and the listeners. I want to put together a package that, hey, you can come DJ for them and play some music for them while feeding them and feeding their soul. Almost like we mentioned the beats and brunch.
Mm-hmm.
What would that look like as far as a cost or anything?
It just all depends. It all depends on the hourly rate for me as a DJ, and then how many people do you want to attend the event, what type of proteins that you want, because it won't just be waffles. It'll be a protein, it'll be a starch. It all depends. Like, it depends on the budget.
Mm-hmm.
If the budget is right,
I feel like what we'll do, we'll
money's
hash out
right.
the budget. I want to get with you on that
Yeah.
because I want to offer these viewers and listeners and the people out there.
we can do
I
something
want to
cool
offer
like
something
that.
special for them.
Yeah, we can do
I want to do
something
that
cool
because
like
you are a special guy.
Definitely, I appreciate you.
You're a DJ waffle that makes waffles, man.
And loves sugar in his grits. Yep.
I wasn't trying to go there, but we're going to settle this debate one day. I don't know when we're going to settle this debate about the sugar and grits and the salt and
Bro,
grits.
if you make grits, like, we could just go inside and just make grits right now, and then we'll just let everybody taste
I think this has to be a bigger. It's a bigger scale than that, man.
Oh, so you need to learn how to make 5-minute grits.
I think I think the people need to see this in person. I think the people need.
The people are here. We have
need
an
to
audience
settle- we
of
need
like
to settle the
15
debate.
people. We have Instagram. We could go live. Like, what are you talking?
We could. I think we need to set that up because I want to put it.
What
to
are we
rest.
setting up when we have like 2 kitchens in here?
You ain't saying nothing but word, my brother. We gonna settle this.
He ain't really ready.
Do we have grits? And we gonna find out if we have grits.
Give him the 5-minute grits because we gonna make this easier on you.
The 5 minutes. I don't cook like that.
How you the MobiChef and you don't cook like that?
5
I was
grits.
confused.
I'm 50.
Oh my God, I've been
50
bamboozled.
I'm
Oh my
50
God.
I'm 50.
I've been bamboozled.
I'm 50. MobiChef is a booking platform. I help chefs find new customers and clients.
We gonna see where your grits game at, because if your grits game is not good, bro,
You know what I've learned over time is patience.
that's what's gonna teach you to make those 5-minute
you.
grits.
Thank you.
60
I've learned
60 seconds 5 times. Shit.
I've learned patience, and so that's something that has taught me how to make things. I watch chefs do their thing. I watch mom in her kitchen do her thing. So
I'm gonna make you
I'm
watch
not-
these
I'm not a
5 minutes of
complete
quick
novice.
grits
I'm not a
and
complete
put sugar
novice,
on them.
but now that's a forceful thing. You don't make me make grits. and put
I'm
sugar.
trying to help you get right. Listen, this grits might take you a long way, bro.
Yeah, I got you.
Breakfast is the way to a girl's heart.
Yeah,
say that I quoted it.
Okay.
If you could cook her breakfast,
Yeah.
you're good money.
I get that.
You don't have to worry about nothing else.
Now I can. Don't get me wrong. I make omelets. I cook.
Okay.
I don't.
What do you cook?
down.
What do you cook for her?
Oh man, I'm a meat guy. Pause.
Okay. All right.
But I can season very
You
well.
taking too long to answer. This is making me nervous.
Don't be nervous, man.
Is it the sticky situation that's making us nervous? Should we go to the next segment? Okay.
It's the sticky situation.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
You know what I'm
I just
saying?
want to make sure.
I have a couple more questions for you, and that's
Okay. Let's do it.
This is a rapid fire.
I'm excited.
What I need
I'm
you
excited.
to do is I need you to get a mouthful of food. I got 4 more questions I gotta ask you. These are probably
That's what
the
she
most
said, but
important
I wasn't hungry that night. I was
Yeah.
trying to. All right.
Yeah,
I gotta stop. Okay. Let me just eat.
Hey,
I'm
man.
gonna eat the lamb chop. Okay.
questions. Please do. Take another bite of that. Can't beat that lamb chop, man. All right, so quick rapid fire. Hot or cold?
Hot.
Soda or tea?
Tea.
Night or day?
Night.
Kids or no kids?
I always love a family.
Okay, good deal, man. Well, that's all I really got for you, man. I really enjoyed this, brother. Like, very enlightening to learn more about DJ Waffles, who makes waffles. I couldn't wait to have you here, man.
Appreciate you having me.
I'm excited to see what comes of your career. I'll continue to follow now that we're connected. And, definitely got to link you over to the MobiChef platform. We got to have you on there. You are indeed a unicorn in the game right now and
Appreciate
killing it.
that.
So, again, guys, he gave you his social media. Make sure you follow him. Is it DJ_Waffles or DJ Waffles?
DJ_Waffles.
DJ_Waffles. And give him the website again.
You can go to www.djwafflesmix.com, or you can go to my personal website. It's www.imdjwaffles.com.
Okay. Well, there you have it, folks. Again, I'm your host, Chester Smith, and thank you for tuning in. We'll see you again. Peace, brother.
Appreciate you.
Yes, sir.